Happy birthdays as well. You always find the latest courtyard permanent solution. Out of the box.
Hello and welcome to Radio Waves by Todderbert. Today I'll be reviewing the Creative Zen Nano Plus 1GB MP3 player. What makes this one special is the Plus version has an FM radio built in, and I was looking around for a radio that was really small and I forgot I had this, and I thought it'd be a cool thing to review. So this was bought, I believe, in 2005 or 6, and for a price around $50 or $60, right around that price range. And it was pretty cool. I was looking for a portable MP3 player and something discreet, small, and I found it. And this little device still has use today, so we're going to go over some of those features. So let me go ahead and just raise this up here because I had to kind of zoom in. Give room here. All right, so there's the little guy. There it is. So there's dust behind the screen. I can't really get that out because I can't open the radio to clean it, so I have to kind of just deal with it. But overall dimensions of the radio is 2.5 inches long by 1 1/4 inches wide by a depth of 1/2 inch. It's a pretty small little guy. So put in perspective. There's the deck of cards. Kind of cool there. And then I pulled out one of my smallest radios, my Kaito. So that gives you an idea how small this little device really is. Cool. All right. So let's just look at the buttons and features on it first. So you can see it says mic, Zen Nano Plus, 1GB, Creative. This is the LCD screen. You can read it like this or change orientation to read it like this. So that's kind of a nice feature. This is your play pause button and also your power on button. On top we have the headphone jack, and behind it a attachment point for a hand strap or wrist strap. On the side we have, if I get that to focus, we have a volume control. There we go. Up and down. And then here we have what they call the shuttle. We can go forward, back, and then we press in to select. So it has like an enter by pushing it in. So it's kind of neat. At the bottom we have a line in jack. Now this line in jack is cool because this device records on a line in from any input. Now you need a special little micro guy like this to plug into there. So you'd plug this in the bottom, and then you'd plug in your input, and there you go. Now you can record in. We'll talk about that in a little bit. So on the bottom we have that, and we have the USB port, which is a mini USB-B, and this is pretty cool because you don't need any drivers. It acts as like a flash drive or mass storage device, so you don't need any drivers. So this works on my Windows 7, even though this came out when XP was all the rage. So pretty cool. On the back there's the battery compartment. Now this is the cool thing. This doesn't have a rechargeable battery. You just open this up and it takes one AAA battery. Pretty cool. That's the neat thing about this. There's no recharging, just throw a battery in and off you go. It's one of the things I liked about it. Because, you know, sometimes those embedded batteries die and you're trying to look around for replacement, and then the MP3 player is just no good anymore. But this one here keeps on going to this day. So we're going to go ahead and turn it on and show you the kind of features that this has. So we'll turn it on. Got to hold it. This is Creative. It's got backlight too, which is cool. Kind of indigo blue. So right now it's playing something I recorded, so we're going to stop that. And it has different menus. We'll just go through those real quick. So there's a play mode where you can access it and you can shuffle once, shuffle repeat, track once, repeat all, repeat track. So pretty cool features for this. And then you got normal here. We'll select that. So pretty neat stuff here. As you can see, it says FM001. This particular device records the FM radio too. I'll get into that. So then you got delete. You can delete stuff. You got settings. So in your setting menu, there's your LCD orientation up, this way or the other way. And then we have contrast, backlight, language, idle shutdown, queue review, information. Okay, like there's a firmware on here. Can we get out of the menu? So then there's different menus. So you have music. So you can select your music. And these are folders, so you can go in the folder. See, I got one called Avengers, Britney Spears. This is from a while ago. And then there's one called Encoded Tracks, and that's what the device creates when you have that line in and you're recording through the line in jack. And when you're recording through the line in, it samples at 96 kilobits per second, 128 kilobits per second, or 160 kilobits per second at 44 kilohertz, which is really nice for an older device like this, through that line-in jack, which is really handy. I thought that was a cool feature. The FM record function you can't really change that. That's 129 kilobits per second on a wave format at 16 kilohertz resolution. So it's real bassy, so all your highs are kind of eliminated, but still decent to listen to. I just wish it recorded at like 44 kilohertz off the FM band, but does not. And then it has a microphone here. And the microphone records at a really low 32 kilobits per second at 8 kilohertz resolution. So it's in a wave format. So it's pretty basic, and that microphone, you gotta like have it right to your face for it to work, so I don't even bother with it. So let's see here. Let's go and just show you, because we're into radio wave, so let's go to the radio. Oh yeah, this is another cool feature, EQ. So it has EQ modes, and it works really well. It has all these different ones you can select. And the cool thing is there is a custom EQ, and there you go. You can change all those values. Pretty awesome. So you can up the low end, up the high end. It's pretty cool. That's what I did. I always run the custom one. Sounds really good. That's what the word custom means, EQ. Here's your battery indicator. And then right now we're playing an encoded. So let's go and plug that in. You can hear it.
Go into a game one-dimensional, though. They don't run their fewest rushing attempts in the league, but that short passing game with after the catch essentially becomes their running game.
Well, in essence, the key to offense is moving the ball, and if you are better at throwing it than running it, you tend to do that more, which makes total sense. And he's got great command of the pass game. He spreads the ball around.
So you get the idea. I recorded some AM earlier to test that line, and it worked out okay. It somehow only puts it through one channel on mono. I'm not sure if that's because of the type of jack I was using, even though it was stereo and stereo out. I might have to try it with different devices to see if that's the case. But it's supposed to record stereo. So we're going to go ahead, and I showed you that feature, play mode. You can go different folders. And we're going to go to the radio. So if we go to I'm going to keep jogging to the right here. There's music, recorded tracks, microphone, FM radio, MP3 encoding, and then a lock feature there. So we'll go to the FM band, FM radio. And no presets found. That's fine. And there's a mode here, right here, tuning mode. So when you tune this radio, let's see if we can get some static. You can jog it up by, as you can see, it's going up. A little station there. Huh, cool. Don't expect much because this is the antenna. Let's see. There we go. So it has a seek. Seek out the next station if you hold it over it and then let go. See if we can find something here. The static. More static. So we'll just See if I can find one good channel here.
I'll get to hold my
There we go.
grandson.
Northwestern Memorial Hospital
it's got good
ranks
sound,
highest in
stereo,
Illinois
which is
and
really
top
nice.
10 in the nation for cardiology and heart surgery by U.S. News
So
and
you
World
find this, and
Report.
you're like, I'm going to
What
record
makes
it.
us better makes you better.
So we go through here.
Northwestern Medicine. Better. Find out more at heart.nm.org.
Kissing. It's become a holiday tradition.
And we're recording
now
it.
at the UPS store, you can kiss long lines goodbye. Unlike other shipping places, our certified packing experts.
And this tells you how many hours of recording you have on the device. Looks like 3 hours and 43 minutes.
Wasted time. Bye-bye. Want your holidays made easy? No problem. The UPS store. United Problem Solvers. The UPS store package ship guarantee is available.
So stop the recording, hit this button.
Visit the
Yeah, it'll label it FM if you saw that FM2.
Be a holiday hero, summon
Okay.
the power of endless
Turn it down. This also has the auto scan. So we'll auto scan, and it has 32 presets. So it's going to scan the band, and it's going to add all those that it finds to the presets, which is nice. And you can add your own or delete your own, or however you find that you want to do it. So let it go ahead and do its search here. But just a really fun device. I was on eBay recently, and I see these selling, if you go to sold auctions, between $20 to $25. The reason why I'm showing this to you is because you might find it interesting. Having an FM radio powered by one AAA battery with a playtime of about 18 hours on that battery. Of course, people have a lot of rechargeable ones now, so you could probably get a lot of use out of this radio. The ability to record, you pretty much, the music's not going to sound as good as, say, like a speech, like if you're recording speech off the FM, but it's still viable having an FM recorder. And then that line-in feature, it's a little difficult to use unless you have a way of monitoring your input signal, which I would use something like this here. I was going to show you. It's a splitter, so I can go to the one device for recording and then one to headphones. And then here you have your attenuators, and you can adjust the volume to where you need it to be. Last night I was doing that with, this is kind of cool. I hooked up my headphones. I wasn't getting a good reception. So I decided to hook up my shortwave antenna that I have strung up. And I've stuck it on here, and it overloaded, so I put it all the way to minus, and I got all my stations in. It was like, it filled up 32 presets on there. It was really cool. So just a really neat, handy piece. I think I got this off of Amazon for like $5 or something like that. These are pretty cheap. So handy to have. So let's see what we got here. Get back into focus. So we're on preset 1. Turn this up. Preset 2. Noise. So pretty cool. And of course, then you can go backwards too, back through the presets. So yeah, it's pretty neat. And then of course you could just record like I showed you, just enter that menu and you could go into the record, and then you could record it. And the cool thing is you can go to your folders here. This one, when you do the recorded for the FM, it has its own little icon for recorded tracks. When you do the encoding, it's different. It puts it in its own folder under your MP3s because it encodes an MP3. But when you record off the FM, it records in this wave format. So this is a little bit of dance music I recorded. Turn that up. So you can see it's a pretty versatile little device. And I found this station last night. I was just messing around, and it sounds pretty good. It's a lot of low end. Like I said, it only records a 16 kilohertz resolution, so you don't get the highs, but you get 16 hertz and under. So you get a lot of bass, a lot of low tones, which is good for like music without pretty much no vocals. So pretty fun. So yeah, but if you're in the market for something different and you're, liking just a little product that you can have a lot of fun with, just because it's so compact and so easy to carry, and you can have your FM radio and a decent FM radio at that. And then your ability to take those FM recordings off with the USB, it's really handy because you just click and drop. And so like I took my recording, that little 10-minute, this was one for 10 minutes I recorded last night, just click and dragged it over to my desktop, and now I get it on my computer. So it was pretty cool to have that. And then of course, if I was doing a dual recording with a shortwave or my long distance AM, I could use this to record it versus the TIV DO that I have, just because this is really small. And I guess if you were going ultra light, you didn't want to carry a bunch of gear, this might be the way to go, if you're outside and you're wanting to do something. So yeah, the Creative Zen Nano Plus, it's, like I said, been out since 05, 06, and it still functions wonderfully. And it's a great device. Enjoy it. Like I said, at night you can read it because it has that backlight, and there's just so much that's possible with this device. So hope you enjoyed that review of the Zen Nano Plus, and if you buy one, let me know how you like it. It's pretty cool. Take care.